Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play Poorly series. This is X4 Foundations, as I'm sure you can see. And this is going to be a new series, irregularly updated, where I play through a space trucking playthrough. I am not going to get into any combat. I'm not going to do any station building beyond depots for mining and for trading. I'm not going to do any production. I'm not going to do any of the plots. Any of those kinds of missions. I'm not going to do any combat-related missions, only trade-related missions, or mining missions. And that's the plan. The goal here is to see... excuse me, to play X4 like an old-school elite, or elite, as the case may be, as a kind of... space trucking game where all you're really doing is going and trading here and there and so on. And so to that extent, we've modified here some of the extensions. So I have turned off... Oh, I should probably turn that one back on, at least for the next episode. I've turned off the flyby lockbox. I've turned off flyby looting. I've turned off the inventory collector. I've turned off... well, the Reaction Force, which is one of those combat-related mods. Obviously, I'm not running Star Wars Inner Worlds. I've turned off the Sector Explorer, Sector Patrol. I've turned off my Smarter turrets. I've turned off the Fire and Smoke just because I'm not planning to get into any fights. And this is all relative to what I have in my regular series, right? Most of my main series pretty much has all of these turned on. And the main thing here to note is I have turned off a chunk of QWERTY's mods. I've turned off the emergent missions, since most of those are combat related. I have turned off the hacking one. I've turned off this high security rooms, mod parts trader, NPC reactions, reputations and professions, ship scanner, signal leak hunter, social standing, station scanner, surface element targeting, waypoint fields for deployments. I've turned off all of those because they're functionally more for like playing the game in its fullest form. It's not really effective. They're not really useful for things like trying to do just the space trucking and the mining. Obviously, like social standings, the main default kind of wants you to build stations, and reputations and professions is kind of the same way. It kind of expects you to do more than one kind of thing. So fundamentally, I don't really need them. So while I move on to the next thing, I will be right back. Alright, so here we are back again. I have just gone ahead and created a custom game. I'm going to have my player name be Archivist X. I am an Argon male. I'm going to start out with a repair laser. I'm going to start out with Sita, because since I am going to be trucking, and there's going to be a lot of time of just like traveling between places and so forth, I will be using this more than most of the time I would in my other games. I have a spacesuit scanner because why not? Spacesuit thrusters Mark 1 and 2. I'm not really having any other wares. I don't have any blueprints, and then I just have the regular build method for, just it's going to be universal building if I am ever going to do any kind of station depots and stuff. My starting ship is a Courier Vanguard. As you can see, it's got essentially the high preset, except no weapons, and I have switched out the freighter crew to being a regular crew of 5. The high preset defaults to the elites, and I don't want elite, I just want, basic start. Alright, so next up, what property do we have? Nothing. No stations, no fleets, nothing. Universe. I am starting with all sectors known. Now, that's not the same as all sectors visible. So no sectors have fog of war removed. I just know the whole map. I know the existence of all these sectors. Just because in a space trucking game or a mining game, it doesn't really make much sense to have to really explore, because I've got a map, I'm in a truck and I've got a map. So I should know where everything is. Faction relations are going to be regular. Nothing crazy here. I haven't done any adjustments. And no story states. I was debating whether or not to have the HQ with Bozota and Dalbusta. The only reason I would be to do research to get mods, ship mods. But honestly, that's something I feel like doesn't really suit this type of gameplay. So we're not going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game, and I will be right back once it is started. Okay, we are back. Let's take a look, make sure everything is looking right. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So we are here in our little courier vanguard. We're going to call him... What are we going to call him? We're going to call him... Ooh. Big Mac... Well, Little Mac truck. Little Mac truck. There we go. So we can see all of the systems. We know they're all here. But as you can see, we have no information about them other than that they exist. So this will just make it easier for me to kind of track where we're going, and it's just a little bit more realistic. If we're going to be super realistic about like the future, there's no reason why this stuff wouldn't be immediately visible to me. I mean, we've got GPS on the planet right now where we can, Google Earth and stuff. So there's no reason why that wouldn't exist in the future. But hey, that's the way it goes. All right, so let's do a couple of things first. Let's go ahead and give ourselves an organization name. We're going to call ourselves the Gun Runners. Yeah, there we go. We're not necessarily going to be running guns, but it's thematic. Okay, so what's our logo going to be? Well, because we're truckers, we should probably have something that's kind of got a truck or... like one of those like 70s beer gut type of guy. That's such a terrible stereotype. Then again, I am making this video in the midst of the Canadian truck blockade, so I have feelings. So how crass do we want to be? Do we want to be that crass? Or that crass? I don't think we want to be that crass. Not by a country mile. Yeah, alright, let's not be crass at all. How about we just be nerdy? Let's be nerdy. Let's see. I realize I'm taking way too long to make this decision. Oh, how about that? Yeah, we'll be those guys. Yeah, alright. That works. Okay. Now, first thing we need to do is find something to buy and find something to sell. Oh, it looks like we've got a mail message. I'm guessing that's probably some... Oh yeah, that's a Hitikva stuff. We're not ever gonna take that, right? That is not something that we want to get involved with, right? We don't want to have anything to do with the Hitikva trade revolution because we know, having played elsewhere and playing other series, that this involves combat to some extent, and we don't really want to do that. Or we may eventually do that if we have done enough other stuff. So, for right now, we just need to find some stuff to do here. There's the wharf. So maybe we should figure out... Yeah, we got to get over to this station over here, figure out what this is. And this is me. Look at me. I look cool. A little boxy. Yeah, it's me. We're a truck. Look at that. We're a tiny little truck. Little, small truck. Very, very little room on board this guy. Oh, I did that way too soon. Okay, now there we go. What do we got here? Medical supply factory. Oh, and one thing we're definitely going to want to do is we're going to want to keep these on at all times. Because that is basically what we're going to be doing 99% of the time, is looking at this. So, looks like medical supplies are being sold here, right? They're middling, but we don't have anywhere to sell them. So, for right now, that's not going to do us any good. Let's see, do we have a mission here? This is a lockbox collection. I don't have any guns. Can't do those. And since I have the lockbox, the flyby lockbox turned off, that's never going to work. I might at some point put a gun on here, and so that I can do those kinds of missions, because those are retrieval missions. They do involve collecting, retrieving, and transporting. But for right now, since we don't have any weapons, we can't actually do that. Alright, how are we doing here? Okay, that is that. Ooh, my ship left me behind. We could do a wait, let's do that. Let's do a transport.
I knew I could count on you.
Okay. So we're gonna put someone in our passenger seat. Take them on down the road a little bit. Maybe make a little bit of money. Nice thing about these kinds of missions is that we don't actually have to go immediately to drop them off. We can, you know, keep them chatting a while and. Oh, really? Like first 5 minutes of the game, and I do that. But yeah, we can drop them off at any point. Now I just realized. Oh God, what is happening? What am I doing? Just realized I have too many crew. So I can't do that just now. I have 5 guys. Also, I can't seem to get in there. I'm just being super incompetent right now. You know what it is? It's because this is a cargo ship. It is a little bit less maneuverable than I'm used to. But you know, honestly. Yeah. All right. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dump one of my dudes. And just leave a berth open for passengers.
Successfully docked.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Welcome.
So what we're gonna do here is why do I have a Marine? I guess that's for capturing ships. That's why that's part of the thing. Well, we're gonna dump a service crew guy. Or do I dump my Marine? I gotta dump the Marine for right now. I don't need him. I don't need you. What? Oh, right. It's not that one I gotta do. It's this one I gotta do. No. There we go. Huh? Oh, I can't fire them from here because that would be cheating, right? That because I'd be making money back. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. All right, so we'll just go in here. Yeah. We're gonna fire you. Sorry. Oh, but do I have a pilot? I guess I do have a pilot. I do have a. I must have one because I don't have the little red thing on there. Okay, so we're gonna fire you. Sorry. All right, we're gonna get up and we're gonna go talk to whoever it is that needs to be transported. Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit now about the rules for the game, right? So we're going to only fly freighters and miners. We are not ever going to fly, or possibly builders if we ever get to that point. But we're not going to fly combat ships. We're not going to fly any kind of gunboats, any fighters. We're not going to fly scouts. Nothing like that. It's going to be freighters, miners, and builders. Now, that's not to say we won't be able to get a fleet with combat ships, because we will maybe be able to do that at some point, just as escorts, right? But we are never going to have them be the ship that we fly, and we're never going to focus a particular fleet on being a combat fleet. What we're going to do instead is just, if we have ships, if we have like trading ships, we're going to have escorts for them. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to only use fighters. We might use capital ships down the line if we ever get that far. But we are not going to have fleets of exclusively combat ships. We're only going to have convoys, basically. Like World War II convoys, where you have a whole bunch of trading vessels, a whole bunch of shipping vessels, and then some escorts. And the same thing is going to go for the mining, right? We're going to have miners, and then we might have escorts. But we will never have an exclusively combat-oriented fleet. Additionally, we're never going to take any missions that involve doing any damage to anything, with the exception of potentially the lockboxes, which at some point may mean we'll have to have a single weapon on a ship that we will not use for anything other than collecting lockboxes. Alternatively, we'll just have lockboxes be collected by other ships, like one of our fighter ships or something. So yeah, no missions involving combat, but we will do trade missions, things like that. Hello, let me get in there. Oh, I overshot you. Whoopsie daisy. Let's go back. There we go. Okay. Let me dock.
Docking
There we
granted.
go. What are the rules? We will trade with anybody. We will hopefully get good... Oh, there we go. We're done. Get good relations with everybody. Obviously, right now there are a few that we don't have good relations with, like Zyarth. But we will. We will not try to exclude anybody because we are apolitical. We are apolitical truckers. Which is the way it should be. Okay, so we've got a little bit of money. Oh, I do need a captain. Okay, fine. Let me... Oh, I need to... In order to do that, I'm going to have to get up. There we go. And now... Okay, now we have room for one more. But... That is it? Oh, God! Oh, those teeth! The teeth and eyeballs lady! Oh, teeth and eyeballs. Hey, Lexa. Alright, sorry. I realized I woke you up. Didn't mean to do that. You can go back to bed. Okay. So we have 70k. Gives us a little bit of money now to work with for buying stuff. For buying cargo. Let's go explore over here. Now that's going to be another... jump gate over there. What we really need to do is we need to sweep up along here. That's the goal here. And then we're gonna go and sweep down there. Now we're gonna have to do all of this exploring ourselves because we don't have a ship available for sector exploration, and I have turned off that mod, so the easy way to do it is gone, no longer available to me. I could eventually get a scout that can just do that, but I don't have one yet, so it'll be a little bit of time before we can get there. Now, if you thought my original series was a slow burn, this is going to put that to shame. This is going to be the slowest of slow burns. This is going to be dying embers speed of heat. This is going to be as chill, hopefully as chill as it can possibly be. This may end up being even more chill than Euro Truck Simulator 2. Or American Truck Simulator 2. Or American Truck Simulator. No. American Truck Simulator 2, Euro Truck Simulator 1. I have both of them, and I just don't remember what versions are. Why does that even matter? It doesn't matter. My point being, this is not going to be an exciting run, right? Like exciting in the way that we're used to seeing. I'm not going to be getting into gunfights. I'm not going to be making any hilarious mistakes and getting myself killed in those ways. We are playing poorly relative to the way you're quote-unquote supposed to play this game. But that's okay. That's super okay. Ooh, look, medical supplies. We could make a teeny little profit there. All right. Well, first I'm gonna explore. First I'm gonna figure out what all these things are here. So let's see. Do I have my CETA? I don't remember. I know I have a button for it. Do I have a button for it? Maybe I don't have a button for it. Ooh, let's check this out. I so rarely use CETA that I don't even know if I have it bound to anything. I do. What button do I have that bound to? That's a really good question. Oh, it's on my stick. Never mind. It's not on my throttle. There we go. Okay. That's it. Oh, right. That's right. We can't do travel and CETA at the same time because they are both on the mode switch. They're mode switches. So the real question, I guess this is faster. I guess this is faster than going into CETA mode. Used to be in X3, you could say set your autopilot and then go into CETA mode, and that was basically X3's version of travel drive, right? It was basically you're just accelerating time. And in X4, you now have the travel drive, which keeps time going at the regular rate, but you're actually moving faster than you would otherwise. So it makes sense that you can't do both CETA and travel drive. I feel like that would probably be the cheesiest of cheesing. All right, no, can't get that, can't do that. We could eventually do that, but that's a competition, and we're super weak sauce right now, so we're not going to do that. Alright, we gotta go map out a couple of more things here. Now what I'm gonna do, I think my plan is to start out by doing a couple of trades, you know, start a set of trade runs going with myself as the pilot. And hopefully make enough money to buy a small miner. And then take the miner out and use that to kind of get a bit more money, because mining
unknown station
can potentially make me more money earlier on, but excuse me, but since I wanted the slowest imaginable start, I went with a trader instead of a miner. Now what I'll be able to do when I have the miner is I'll be able to set up some trades with this ship to do some trading as an independent trader, and you know, kind of go on from there. Into thin air. That's a lockbox. We can't do that one. Yeah. Okay. All right. There's that.
unknown object.
And now we just need to go and confirm what that is over there as a jump gate. Alright, that should be just about every station here, or at least ones that we had seen. What do we got this? We could deliver one unstable crystal, which we don't have, but that is a delivery mission, so we're just going to take it and eventually be able to do that. But we can't do it right now, so I'm just going to set that to inactive. Alright, so it looks... Oh, what the heck is that?
Unknown station.
It's way out there. Let's go find that. While we're heading over there, though, because that's going to be a while... Let's take a look at what we can maybe buy and sell just in this one sector, if there is anything. There may not be anything. So medical supplies, ooh, the price went down a little bit because it looks like there's probably higher supply. Let's see, what would be the best option? These here have the highest volume available, so those prices are going to be the lowest, the highest differential, basically. So let's look at refined metals. Anybody wants to buy those? Yeah, okay. So this place is selling them here, and this place is buying them over here. So we're gonna go and
Ore refinery.
go there. So as soon as we've revealed what that station is, we will do that. Got it. Okay. Now we're doing a quick hard turn. Wow, it's a 322 kilometer flight over that way. That's gonna take us a minute. Yeah, alright. Twiddling my thumbs. So yeah, so this is the plan. We're gonna do some trading, we're gonna make as much money as we can, but it is going to be slow. Like I'm warning you right now, you are more than welcome to nope the heck out of this series if or you know, maybe put it on your play it on your phone in the background while you're trying to get some sleep, right? This might be better than a white noise generator, because it really is. I mean, this is going to be like super slow, super slow. I am doing this because it amuses me and because I'm curious to see how it works. Like I've done it a little bit, but not with any kind of dedication. And there was a gentleman on the Space Game Junkie Discord who was talking about X4 and curious about what it was like and what kind of gameplay you could have in this. And I did say, you know, you don't necessarily need to make it do it as the economic sim. You don't need to do the whole like station building, empire building kind of thing, and I don't in my regular series, but I do build stations. I do have combat, and I thought, well, what if you just wanted to do trading? What if that was your jam? Can X4 fill that gap for you? Is it possible to play that kind of a game in X4? Because there are people who play Elite Dangerous just to do the space trucking. There are people who play Elite and Elite to just do the space trucking, and I do it that way just because I can't figure out how to do any of those other missions. But yeah. So the question is, posed: can you play X4 as a space trucker? And I am firmly convinced that the answer is hell yes, and that's what we're gonna do. We're going to be a trucker miner. Wow, you got your hair, you put your wig on. Okay, cool.
Successfully docked.
I gotta say, I love my logo. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy some refined metals here. Okay, that's not bad. 140 of those. I mean, we're a tiny, tiny ship. If we had a bigger ship, we would, in fact, be able to buy more of them, but we cannot. All right. So as I was saying, that this series is going to come out irregularly, which is to say it will come out whenever I frickin' feel like it, and it will be released in an unscheduled fashion.
Composite factory.
I will just put it out when I want to. It might be at like midnight. Might be 8 o'clock at night. It'll basically be whenever I have finished the episode, finished recording the episode is when it will go up. I don't want to create the illusion of schedule for this thing, because I will certainly do more than this one.
What do we have in here then?
Oh no, get away from me! I will do more than one if I don't die. But I don't know how often I will do more. The other one. No! I'm not dropping any cargo. Nope.
Drop the cargo.
I'm gonna ignore you. Is he gonna chase me? See, this is why I'm gonna need escorts eventually. Doesn't look like he can actually catch up to me. That's good. So yeah, once I've completed this episode, it's going up. It is right now about 8 o'clock at night on the west coast of the U.S., and so it's probably going up before 9 p.m. You know, it's going to be a nice little present for any random people who are subscribed and just see it popping up. Yeah, haven't even decided what I'm going to call it yet.
Docking granted.
All right, over there. Let's go over here. Come on. Yeah. Oh God, this guy is not. This is not a fighter ship. It does, and I am fully loaded with crap. So the physics, the X4's flight physics. Everybody's like, oh, it's not really. It's much more realistic than I've seen in Elite Dangerous. Let me tell you that. Cargo is cargo, and it is freaking heavy. All right, here we are.
Successfully docked.
Let's trade and let's go and sell this. Look at that, we made 4K. All right. Yeah, look at that, sweet, sweet profit. Yeah. Gotta love it. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Okay, advanced composites is at 3. Anybody? Ooh, holy moly, that's not bad. And I can pick them up from right here. I can pick up 60 of them. Well, okay. And where am I going to? I'm going all the way down to the missile
component factory.
Okay. Alright. Wow, we got almost 500 kilometers to go out to that away. Ooh, what's this guy here? What's this guy got? My ship left me behind. I can pick this guy up. I can get 40K with that. Yeah, so we'll take that. You know what, though? No. I'm too slow. I'm too lumbering this way. I'm gonna... No. I don't want to make a bad choice. That would be a bad choice. I'm going to make the money now. No. Ooh. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. And I'll tell you why. If you create a trade on with an NPC ship, the buy and sell prices are locked in. When you set it to buy, it doesn't matter how long it takes the ship to get there. No matter what price that stuff is by the time you get there, you will have already locked in your price. The same with the selling. When you're doing it yourself, and you're buying here and then selling there, you can't preload the sale. Like, you can't pre-select the sale unless you get out of your seat and have your secondary pilot do that for you. So I have to get there and sell this before that price drops. It might rise, but it might drop, and I don't want it to drop. So I need to do this part now because I really do want the 629 or thereabouts. I do want to make the 140 profit per unit. So taking a break to do something else, it's like worrying about the stock market. This might go up, but it might also go down, and it will probably go down because this place only has 53 advanced composites. It's probably got a whole bunch of orders in, and as soon as it starts loading up with these, as soon as other ships come and unload their wares, that price is dropping like rocks. Okay, all that remains. That's a lockbox one. That's a boarding. Nope. That's... what the heck is that? I have to fly. I'm not doing that. That does not sound above board. Flying to a place and stalking. And then this one is destroying mines, which I also cannot do. All right. Now, so as I said, if you want to bypass that particular quirk about trading, you can, in fact, just have your pilots do all those trades themselves. And if I ever get fleets, obviously that's what's going to happen. If I have other traders, they are going to do those locked buying and locked selling. But any ship that I'm flying myself, that I'm doing trades with myself, will have to kind of just deal with the with the chance of potential loss or even a considerable gain based on
Pilot, if you are
stuff.
hearing this independent pirate broadcast, you have been invited to join the
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
trade revolution.
I don't want to have a revolution.
You want to help create
No.
a truly independent safe haven. Work towards peace and stability for all peoples. Then we need you. Do not hesitate. Check your mission offers to join the cause.
I'm gonna wait on that. Oh Jesus! Oh dang! Oh dang! Okay, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So yeah, if you want to kind of risk things, risk price fluctuations. How the heck did I end up all the way out
Docking
here?
aborted.
Wow, that was crazy.
Out of docking range.
Oh god.
Docking granted.
All right, let's try this again, and let's try not bouncing across the universe. I have so much weight. I have so much weight. Ah! This is gonna take some getting used to. Let me just say that. It's gonna take a lot more finesse than I have the patience for. All right, let's dock us closer here. Come on. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Advanced composites apparently are a lot heavier than refined metals or whatever else was I selling, whatever else it was I was selling.
Successfully docked.
All right, here we go. Yeah, so we got a high demand here. So the price differential above the average is 17%, looks like. And we made 8K off of that. All right. And there we are. 80K, 80.6. Now, let's see what else we got. We've got that. Yeah, we do have that that mission to do. So let's go do that. That's a transport mission. Oh, no. That I forgot to check.
All clear. Move along.
Is there anything worth buying here? Missile components at 10 credits. Anybody buy that? 12? No. That. No. That's not worth it. I don't think that's not worth doing. No, we're not going to do that. Yeah, we're just going to go do the mission. Meanwhile, though, yeah. So these advanced composites are still a decent price, and these guys are buying them now at 623. So that'll be good. Now, obviously, this is very fishbowl. This is like a very tiny pond that I'm working in right now, and so these are very constrained trade options. Once I made a little bit of money, I'll be spreading out a little bit more. So I've gone now for about 40 minutes, and I have a feeling I'm gonna do an hour, thereabouts, on this episode, because a chunk of that was just showing off how I was setting things up.
Autopilot.
Get to autopilot.
Engage.
What are you doing? So we'll do an hour, and again, because this is this is going to be a very ad hoc series that just sort of comes and goes as the fancy comes to me. I will probably do these as longer episodes, but also possibly as variable length episodes. Maybe I'll be like, oh, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes, and then pop in and do 10 minutes, and then record and upload and be done with it. So yeah, it's going to be incredibly random as the itch strikes. So let's see. How fast am I going? Am I going fast enough? Because sometimes these autopilots don't really do their job very well. Looks like I'm doing okay. Yeah. But we have gotten a fair amount of money so far. I mean, we've gone up by 70K since we started. And now, you know, in the grand scheme of things, that's really not a lot, even at the start, because you could make more money right up front very easily by doing other kinds of missions. But we are not doing that. Lockbox, boarding, okay, yeah. And I'd love to be able to do, but we don't have that ability, is to filter out certain kinds of missions so that I could just never see any of those. But that's not a thing that you can do and in the vanilla game, and I don't believe... well, I know there is no mod that does that, and I don't even know if that is doable
Autopilot disengaged.
in a mod, so... Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right, I'm not carrying anything, so it's not crazy.
Docking granted.
Alright, let's talk to Drew Giorno. Drew Giorno. Oh god, it's a disembodied head! Okay, haha.
Successfully docked.
Alright, let's get up.
Welcome.
I joke about all those NPCs and their weird pop-ins because I'm not trying to, like, point out the fact that they are happening. What I'm trying to do is sort of encourage people to not give a fuck that it's happening, right? Because I've gotten comments, I've seen comments, not on my series or anything, but like just in X4 forums, various places. Oh, I don't like the fact that the NPCs take a second to pop in, blah, blah, blah. It's like, why do you care? Like, who cares? It doesn't matter.
Hello.
All right, let's get a move on. It's not like it's impacting gameplay. I mean, sure, quote-unquote immersion. But, I mean, you know, there's an entire species in this game that doesn't wear any pants. Oh, man, dude, hurry up, man. Get in board. Get on board. Run, run, run. Run! There we go. Okay.
Career. Vanguard.
Okay, so let's see where we gotta go. We gotta go. Ooh, we gotta go to another system. Excellent. That will be how we break out. How do we break out of our comfort zone? I even gave thought to having this custom start not have any of the highways. But I thought, I mean, think of the children. I figured that if I did that, literally no one would watch, because the travel times would be just absolutely mind-bogglingly long. I mean, they would be like elite dangerous levels of distance, or time, I should say. So I mean, there's limits to how boring I'm willing to make this series. I keep checking this, like, oh, is it something I want to do? Oh God, there's another one. Let's just accept that one, and we'll do that one later.
Count on you.
Alright, here we go. Can I catch the wave? Can I hit the ribbon? Do I trust myself to do that correctly? No, I do not. Let's slow it the fuck down. There we go. Okay. Boom! There we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode here as we head to the next sector. See you soon.